Hello. This presentation will help you work out what you should be saving for your pension right now. You may think that saving for your retirement is expensive, but provided you have reasonable expectations and a proper plan, it doesn't need to be. So, how do you decide how much you need to save? Well, there's no magic number. How much you'll need depends on what you've already saved, how much you need in retirement, how long you have until retirement, and how much your fund grows over the years. Planning for your retirement is a bit like using a car sat nav. First, you need to switch it on so that you know where you are. By providing up-to-date values for any other pensions you have, you will get a more accurate route. The next step is to choose your destination. In other words, what would you like as an income when you retire? You can do this by looking at your current monthly income after tax and your current outgoings. It's worth spending a bit of time estimating your future needs, as they're likely to change over time. For example, by the time you retire, you should have paid off your mortgage or any debts. And if you have children, they should be financially independent. This will reduce the amount of income you'll need. On the other hand, you might want to spend money on other things, such as holidays or hobbies you take up during retirement. Next, you need to decide when you want to arrive at your destination. In other words, at what age do you want to retire? The earlier this is, the faster you'll need to travel and the more you'll need to contribute. You need to consider when you'll receive your state and other pensions. And if you intend to retire sooner than that, you may need to pay more into your fund to reach your target retirement income. This site can estimate what you need to contribute, accounting for investment growth and inflation. But this may be more or less than you're willing to pay. If the figure is more than you can currently afford, then you may need to reconsider your target income and retirement age. But unless you reduce any shortfall, then it will get bigger over time and could mean that you have to retire much later than planned or with much less income than you need. If you can afford it, then you might consider saving more into your pension fund. This will provide a contingency for times when you may not be able to save as much. As your objectives, earnings, and other circumstances change, you will need to review whether you're saving enough, perhaps every few years. So, to summarize, identify what pensions you already have, how much income you may need in retirement, and the age you want to retire. This will tell you how much you need to save right now. For more guidance, take a look at this site.